Good morning, saints of the Most High Elohim, and thank you for joining us for this week's scripture reading. And this week we have a double portion of the Torah to read. We're going to be reading Numbers chapter 30 through 32 and 33 through 36, Isaiah 66, Matthew 5:33 through 37, and James 4:1 through 12. And Moshe spake unto the heads of the tribes concerning the children of Yasharel, saying, This is the thing which Yahuwah hath commanded. If a man vow a vow unto Yahuwah, or swear an oath to bind his soul with a bond, he shall not break his word, and he shall do according to all that proceedeth out of his mouth. And if a woman also vow a vow unto Yahuwah, and bind herself by a bond, being in her father's house in her youth, and her father hear her vow, and her bond wherewith she hath bound her soul, and her father shall hold his peace at her, then all her vows shall stand, and every bond wherewith she hath bound her soul shall stand. But if her father disallow her in the day that he heareth not any of her vows or of her bonds wherewith she hath bound her soul shall stand, and Yahuwah shall forgive her, because her father disallowed her. And if she had at all an husband, when she vowed, or uttered aught out of her lips, wherewith she bound her soul, and her husband heard it, and held his peace at her in the day that he heard it, then her vows shall stand, and her bonds wherewith she bound her soul shall stand. But if her husband disallowed her on the day that he heard it, and then he shall make her vow which she vowed at that which she uttered with her lips, wherewith she bound her soul, of none effect, and Yahuwah shall forgive her. But every vow of a widow and of her that is divorced, wherewith they have bound their souls, shall stand against her. And if she vowed in her husband's house, or bound her soul by a bond with an oath, and her husband heard it, and held his peace at her, and disallowed her not, then all her vows shall stand, and every bond wherewith she bound her soul shall stand. But if her husband hath utterly made them void on the day he heard them, then whatsoever proceedeth out of her lips concerning her vows, or concerning the bond of her soul, shall not stand. Her husband hath made them void, and Yahuwah shall forgive her. Every vow and every binding oath to afflict the soul, her husband may establish it, or her husband may make it void. But if her husband altogether hold his peace at her from day to day, then he establisheth all her vows, and all her bonds which are upon her, he confirmeth them, because he held his peace at her in the day that he heard them. But if he shall any ways make them void after that he had heard them, then he shall bear her iniquity. These are the statutes which Yahuwah commanded Moshe between a man and his wife, between the father and his daughter, being yet in her youth in her father's house. And Yahuwah spake unto Moshe, saying, Avenge the children of Yasharel, of the Midianites, afterward shalt thou be gathered unto thy people. And Moshe spake unto the people, saying, Arm some of yourselves unto the war, and let them go against the Midianites, and avenge Yahuwah of Midian. Of every tribe 1,000 throughout all the tribes of Yasharel shall you send to the war. So there were delivered out of the thousands of Yasharel 1,000 of every tribe, 12,000 armed for war. And Moshe sent them to the war, 1,000 of every tribe, them and Phinehas the son of Eleazar the priest to the war, with the holy instruments and the trumpets to blow in his hand. And they warred against the Midianites, as Yahuwah commanded Moshe, and they slew all the males. And they slew the kings of Midian, beside the rest of them that were slain, namely Evi, and Rechem, and Zur, and Hur, and Reba, 5 kings of Midian. Balaam also, the son of Beor, they slew with the sword. And the children of Yasharel took all the women of Midian captives, and their little ones, and took the spoil of all their cattle, and all their flocks, and all their goods. And they burnt all their cities wherein they dwelt, and all their goodly castles with fire. And they took all the spoil and all the prey, both of men and of beasts. And they brought the captives and the prey and the spoil unto Moshe, and Eleazar the priest, and unto the congregation of the children of Yasharel, unto the camp at the plains of Moab, which are by Jordan near Jericho. And Moshe and Eleazar the priest and all the princes of the congregation went forth to meet them without the camp. And Moshe was wroth with the officers of the hosts, with the captains over thousands and the captains over hundreds, which came from the battle. And Moshe said unto them, Have you saved all the women alive? Behold, these caused the children of Yasharel throughout the council of Balaam to commit trespass against Yahuwah in the matter of Peor. And there was a plague among the congregation of Yahuwah. Now therefore kill every male among the little ones, and kill every woman that hath known man by lying with him. But all the women children that have not known a man by lying with him, keep alive for yourselves. And do ye abide without the camp 7 days. Whosoever hath killed any person, and whosoever hath touched any slain, purify both yourselves and your captives on the 3rd day and on the 7th day. And purify all your raiment, and all that is made of skins, and all work of goats' hair, and all things made of wood. And Eleazar the priest said unto the men of war which went to the battle, This is the ordinance of the Torah which Yahuwah commanded Moshe. Only the gold and the silver, the brass, the iron, the tin, and the lead, everything that may abide the fire, ye shall make it go through the fire, and it shall be clean. Nevertheless, it shall be purified with the water of separation, and all that abideth not the fire ye shall make go through the water. And ye shall wash your clothes on the 7th day, and ye shall be clean, and afterward ye shall come into the camp. And Yahuwah spake unto Moshe, saying, Take the sum of the prey that was taken, both of man and of beast, thou and Eleazar the priest, and the chief fathers of the congregation, and divide the prey into 2 parts, between them that took the war upon them who went out to battle, and between all the congregation. And levy a tribute unto Yahuwah of the men of war which went out to battle, 1 soul of 500, both of the persons, and of the beeves, and of the asses, and of the sheep. Take it of their half, and give it unto Eleazar the priest, for an heave offering of Yahuwah. And of the children of Yasharel's half, thou shalt take 1 portion of 50 of the persons, of the beeves, and of the asses, and of the flocks, and all manner of beasts, and give them unto the Levites, which keep the charge of the tabernacle of Yahuwah. And Moshe and Eleazar the priest did as Yahuwah commanded Moshe. And the booty, being the rest of the prey which the men of war had caught, was 600,000 and 70,000 and 5,000 sheep, and threescore beeves, and 1,000 asses, and 32,000 persons in all of women that had not known man by lying with him. And the half which was the portion of them that went out to war was in number 300,007 and 30,500 sheep. And Yahuwah's tribute of the sheep was 615. And the bees were 36,000, of which Yahuwah's tribute was 312. And the asses were 30,500, of which Yahuwah's tribute was 301. And the persons were 16,000, of which Yahuwah's tribute was 32 persons. And Moshe gave the tribute, which was Yahuwah's heave offering, unto Eleazar the priest, as Yahuwah commanded Moshe. And the children of Yasharel's half, which Moshe divided from the men that warred, now the half that pertained unto the congregation was 300,000 and 30,000 and 7,500 sheep, and 36,000 beeves, and 30,000 asses, and 500, and 16,000 persons. Even of the children of Yasharel's behalf, Moshe took 1 portion of 50, both of man and of beast, and gave them unto the Levites, which kept the charge of the tabernacle of Yahuwah, as Yahuwah commanded Moshe. And the officers, which were over thousands of the host, the captains of thousands, the captains of hundreds, came near unto Moshe. And they said unto Moshe, Thy servants have taken the sum of the men of war which are under our charge, and there lacketh not one man of us. We have therefore brought an oblation for Yahuwah, what every man hath gotten, of jewels of gold, chains and bracelets, rings, earrings, and tablets, to make an atonement for our souls before Yahuwah. And Moshe and Eleazar the priest took the gold of them, even all wrought jewels, and all the gold of the offering that they offered up to Yahuwah, of the captains of thousands and of the captains of hundreds, was 16,750 shekels. For the men of war had taken spoil, every man for himself. And Moshe and Eleazar the priest took the gold of the captain of thousands and of hundreds, and brought it into the tabernacle of the congregation, for a memorial for the children of Yasharel before Yahuwah. Now the children of Reuben and the children of Gad had a very great multitude of cattle, and when they saw the land of Jazer and the land of Gilead, that behold, the place was a place for cattle, the children of Gad and the children of Reuben came and spoke unto Moshe and to Eleazar the priest and unto the princes of the congregation, saying, Ataroth and Dibon, Jazer, Nimrah, Heshbon, Elealeh, and Sheban, Nebo, and Beon, even the country which Yahuwah smote before the congregation of Yasharel, is a land for cattle, and thy servants have cattle. Wherefore, said they, if we have found grace in thy sight, let this land be given unto thy servants for possession, and bring us not over Jordan. And Moshe said unto the children of Gad and to the children of Reuben, Shall your brethren go to war, and you shall sit here? And wherefore discourage ye the heart of the children of Yasharel from going over into the land which Yahuwah hath given them? Thus did your fathers when I sent them from Kedash Barnea to see the land. For when they went up into the valley of Eshcol and saw the land, they discouraged the heart of the people of Yasharel, that they should not go into the land which Yahuwah had given them. And Yahuwah's anger was kindled the same time, and he sware, saying, Surely none of the men that came up out of Egypt from 20 years old and upward shall see the land which I swear unto Abraham, unto Isaac, unto Jacob, because you have not wholly followed me, save Caleb the son of Jephunneh the Kenizzite, and Yahusha the son of Nun, for they have wholly followed Yahuwah. And Yahuwah's anger was kindled against Yasharel, and he made them wander in the wilderness 40 years, until all that generation that had done evil in the sight of Yahuwah was consumed. And behold, ye are risen up in your father's stead, an increase of sinful men, to augment yet the fierce anger of Yahuwah toward Yasharel. For if you turn away from after him, you will yet again leave them in the wilderness, and you shall destroy all this people. And they came nearer unto him and said, We will build sheepfolds here for our cattle, and cities for our little ones, but we ourselves will go ready armed before the children of Yasharel, until we have brought them unto their place, and our little ones shall dwell in the fenced cities because of the inhabitants of the land. We will not return to our houses until the children of Yasharel have inherited every man his inheritance. For we will not inherit with them on yonder side Jordan, or forward, because our inheritance has fallen to us on this side Jordan eastward. And Moshe said unto them, If ye will do this thing, if ye will go armed before Yahuwah to war, and will go all of you armed over Jordan before Yahuwah, until he hath driven out his enemies before him, and the land be subdued before Yahuwah, then afterward ye shall return, and be guiltless before Yahuwah, and before Yasharel, and this land shall be your possession before Yahuwah. But if you will not do so, behold, you have sinned against Yahuwah, and be sure your sin will find you out. Build you cities for your little ones, and folds for your sheep, and do that which hath proceeded out of your mouth. And the children of Gad and the children of Reuben spoke unto Moshe, saying, Thy servants will do as my Lord commanded. Our little ones, our wives, our flocks, and all our cattle shall be there in the cities of Gilead. But thy servants will pass over, every man armed for war, before Yahuwah to battle, as my Lord saith. So concerning them, Moshe commanded Eleazar the priest, and Yahusha the son of Nun, and the chief fathers of the tribes of the children of Yasharel. And Moshe said unto them, If the children of God and the children of Reuben will pass with you over Jordan, every man armed to battle before Yahuwah, and the land shall be subdued before you, then ye shall give them the land of Gilead for a possession. But if they will not pass over with you armed, they shall have possessions among you in the land of Canaan. And the children of Gad and the children of Reuben answered, saying, As Yahuwah hath said unto thy servants, so will we do. We will pass over armed before Yahuwah into the land of Canaan, that the possession of our inheritance on this side Jordan may be ours. And Moshe gave unto them, even to the children of Gad and to the children of Reuben, unto half the tribe of Manasseh, the son of Joseph, the kingdom of Sihon, king of the Amorites, and the kingdom of Og, king of Bashan, the land, with the cities thereof in the coasts, even the cities of the country round about. And the children of God built Dibon, and Ataroth, and Aroer, and Atroth, Shaphon, Jaazer, and Jogbeha, and Beth Nimrah, and Beth Haran, fenced cities and folds for sheep. And the children of Reuben built Heshbon, and Eleathleh, and Kirjathaim, and Nebo, and Balmeon, their names being changed, and Shibma, and gave other names unto the cities which they builded. And the children of Machir, the son of Manasseh, went unto Gilead and took it, and dispossessed the Amorite which was in it. And Moshe gave Gilead unto Machir, the son of Manasseh, and he dwelt therein. And Jair, the son of Manasseh, went and took the small towns thereof, and called them Havot Jair. And Nobah went and took Kenath and the villages thereof, and called it Nobah, after his own name. Numbers 33 through 36. These are the journeys of the children of Yasharel, which went forth out of the land of Egypt, with their armies under the hand of Moshe and Aaron. And Moshe wrote their goings out according to their journeys by the commandment of Yahuwah, and these are their journeys according to their goings out. And they departed from Ramses in the first month, on the 15th day of the first month. And on the morrow after the Passover, the children of Yasharel went out with a high hand in the sight of all the Egyptians. For the Egyptians buried all their firstborn, which Yahuwah had smitten among them. Upon their gods also Yahuwah executed judgments. And the children of Yasharel removed from Ramses, and pitched in Succoth. And they departed from Succoth, and pitched in Etham, which is in the edge of the wilderness. And they removed from Ethan, and turned again to Pihahiroth, which is before Baal Zephon, and they pitched before Migdol. And they departed from before Pihahiroth, and passed through the midst of the sea into the wilderness, and went 3 days' journey in the wilderness of Etham, and pitched in Marah. And they removed from Marah, and came unto Elim, and in Elim were 12 fountains of water, and 70 palm trees, and they pitched there. And they removed from Elim, and encamped by the Red Sea. And they removed from the Red Sea, and encamped in the wilderness of Sin. And they took their journey out of the wilderness of Sin, and encamped in Dophkah. And they departed from Dophkah, and encamped in Alush. And they removed from Alush, and encamped in Rephidim. And there was no water for the people to drink. And they departed from Rephidim, and pitched in the wilderness of Sinai. And they removed from the desert of Sinai, and pitched at Kibroth Hattaavah. And departed from Kibroth Hattaavah, and encamped in Hazeroth. And they departed from Hazeroth, and pitched in Rithmah. And departed from Rithmah, and pitched in Rimmon Perez. And departed from Rimmon Perez, and pitched in Libnah. And they removed from Libnah, and pitched in Rissah. And they journeyed from Rissah, and pitched in Kehelatah. And they went from Kehelatah, and pitched in Mount Shapher. And they removed from Mount Shapher, and encamped in Haradah. And they removed from Haradah, and pitched in Makheloth. And they removed from Makheloth, and encamped in Tahat. And they departed from Tahat, and pitched at Tarah. And they removed from Tarah, and pitched in Mathkah. And they went from Mathkah, and pitched in Hashmonah. And they departed from Hashmonah, and encamped at Moseroth. And departed from Moseroth, and pitched in Bene Jaakan. And they removed from Bene Jaakan, and encamped in Hor-ha-Gidad. And they went from Hor-ha-Gidad and pitched in Jothbatha. And they removed from Jothbatha and encamped at Ebronah. And they departed from Ebronah and encamped in Ezion-Gaber. And they removed from Ezion-Gaber and pitched in the wilderness of Zin, which is Kadesh. And they removed from Kadesh and pitched in Mount Hor and in the edge of the land of Eden. And Aaron the priest went up into Mount Hor at the commandment of Yahuwah and died there in the 40th year after the children of Yasharel were come out of the land of Egypt, in the first day of the 5th month. And Aaron was 123 years old when he died in Mount Hor. And King Arad the Canaanite, which dwelt in the south of the land of Canaan, heard of the coming of the children of Yasharel. And they departed from Mount Hor and pitched in Zalmonah. And they departed from Zalmonah and pitched in Punon. And they departed from Punon and pitched in Oboth. And departed from Oboth and pitched in Ijaberim and the border of Moab. And then they departed from Elim and pitched in Dibon-Gad. And they removed from Dibon-Gad and encamped in Almon-Diblathaim. And they removed from Almon-Diblathaim and pitched in the mountains of Abarim before Nebo. And they departed from the mountains of Abarim and pitched in the plains of Moab by the Jordan near Jericho. And they pitched by Jordan from Beth Jesimoth even unto Abel Shittim in the plains of Moab. And Yahuwah spake unto Moshe in the plains of Moab by Jordan near Jericho, saying, Speak unto the children of Yasharel, and say unto them, When you are passed over Jordan into the land of Canaan, then you shall drive out all the inhabitants of the land from before you, and destroy all their pictures, and destroy all their molten images, and quite pluck down all their high places. And ye shall dispossess the inhabitants of the land, and dwell therein. For I have given you the land to possess it. And ye shall divide the land by lot, for an inheritance among your families, and to the more you shall give the more inheritance, and to the fewer you shall give the less inheritance. Every man's inheritance shall be in the place where his lot falleth, according to the tribes of your fathers you shall inherit. But if you will not drive out the inhabitants of the land from before you, then it shall come to pass that those which you let remain of them shall be pricks in your eyes and thorns in your sides, and shall vex you in the land wherein you dwell. Moreover, it shall come to pass that I shall do unto you as I thought to do unto them. And Yahuwah spake unto Moshe, saying, Command the children of Yasharel, and say unto them, When you come into the land of Canaan, this is the land that shall fall unto you for an inheritance, even the land of Canaan with the coast thereof. Then your south quarters shall be from the wilderness of Zin, along by the coast of Edom, and your south border shall be at the utmost coast of the salt sea eastward. And your border shall turn from the south to the ascent of Akrabim, and pass unto Zin, and the going forth shall be from the south to Kedash Bernah, and shall go on to Hazaradar, and pass unto Azmon. And the border shall fetch a compass from Azmon unto the river of Egypt, and the goings out of it shall be at the sea. And as for the western border, you shall even have the great sea for a border. This shall be your west border, and this shall be your north border. For from the great sea you shall point out for you Mount Hor. And from Mount Hor you shall point out your border unto the entrance of Hamath, and the goings forth of the border shall be to Zedad. And the border shall go into Ziphron, and the goings of it shall be at Hazar Renan, and this shall be your north border. And you shall point out your east border from Hazar Renan to Shepham. And the coast shall go down from Shepham to Riblah on the east side of Ain, and the border shall descend and shall reach unto the side of the sea of Shinnereth eastward. And the border shall go down to Jordan, and the goings out of it shall be at the salt sea. This shall be your land with the coast thereof round about. And Moshe commanded the children of Yasharel, saying, This is the land which you shall inherit by lot, which Yahuwah commanded to give unto the 9 tribes and of the half tribe, For the tribe of the children of Reuben, according to the house of their fathers, and the tribe of the children of Gad, according to the house of their fathers, have received their inheritance, and half of the tribe of Manasseh have received their inheritance, and 2 tribes and the half have received their inheritance on this side Jordan, near Jericho, eastward toward the sun rising. And Yahuwah spake unto Moshe, saying, These are the names of the men which shall divide the land unto you, Eleazar the priest, and Yahushua the son of Nun. And you shall take 1 prince of every tribe to divide the land by inheritance. And the names of the men are these: of the tribe of Yehudah, Caleb the son of Jephunneh; and of the tribes of the children of Simeon, Shemuel the son of Ammihud; and of the tribe of Benjamin, Elidad the son of Chislon; and the prince of the tribe of the children of Dan, Buki the son of Jogli; and the prince of the children of Joseph, for the tribe of the children of Manasseh, Haniel the son of Ephod; and the prince of the tribe of the children of Ephraim, Kemuel the son of Shiftan; and the prince of the tribe of the children of Zebulun, Eliazaphan the son of Panak; and the prince of the tribe of the children of Issachar, Paltiel the son of Azan; and the prince of the tribe of the children of Asher, Ahihud the son of Shelomi; and the prince of the tribe of the children of Naphtali, Pedahel the son of Ammihud. These are they whom Yahuwah commanded to divide the inheritance of the children of Yasharel in the land of Canaan. And Yahuwah spake unto Moshe in the plains of Moab by Jordan near Jericho, saying, Command the children of Yasharel that they give unto the Levites of the inheritance of their possession cities to dwell in. And you shall give also unto the Levites suburbs for the cities round about. And the cities shall they have to dwell in, and the suburbs they shall be for their cattle and for their goods and for all their beasts. And the suburbs of the cities which shall give unto the Levites shall reach from the wall of the city outward 1,000 cubits round about. And you shall measure from without the city on the east side 2,000 cubits, and on the south side 2,000 cubits, and on the west side 2,000 cubits, and on the north side 2,000 cubits, and the city shall be in the midst. This shall be to them the suburbs of the city. And among the cities which ye shall give unto the Levites, there shall be 6 cities for refuge, which ye shall appoint for the manslayer, that he may flee thither, and to them ye shall add 42 cities. So all the cities which shall give to the Levites shall be 48 cities, them shall ye give them with their suburbs. And the cities which ye shall give shall be of the possession of the children of Yasharel. And from them that have many ye shall give many, but from them that have few ye shall give few. Every one shall give of his cities unto the Levites according to his inheritance which he inherited. And Yahuwah spake unto Moshe, saying, Speak unto the children of Yasharel, and say unto them, When ye be come over Jordan into the land of Canaan, then ye shall appoint you cities to be cities of refuge for you, that the slayer may flee thither, which killeth any person at unawares. And they shall be unto you cities for refuge from the avenger, that the manslayer die not, until he stand before the congregation in judgment. And these cities which ye shall give, 6 cities shall ye have for refuge. And ye shall give 3 cities on this side Jordan, and 3 cities ye shall give in the land of Canaan, which shall be cities of refuge. These 6 cities shall be a refuge both of the children of Yasharel, and for the stranger, and for the sojourner among them, that every one that killeth any person unawares may flee thither. And if he smite him with an instrument of iron, so that he die, he is a murderer. The murderer shall surely be put to death. And if he smite him with a throwing stone, wherewith he may die, and he die, he is a murderer. The murderer shall surely be put to death. Or if he smite him with a hand weapon of wood, wherewith that he may die, and he die, he is a murderer. The murderer shall surely be put to death. The revenger of blood himself shall slay the murderer. When he meeteth him, he shall slay him. But if he thrust him of hatred, or hurl at him by laying of weight, that he die, or in enmity smite him with his hand, that he die, he that smote him shall surely be put to death, for he is a murderer. The revenger of blood shall slay the murderer when he meeteth him. But if he thrust him suddenly without enmity, or have cast upon him anything without laying of weight, or with any stone wherewith a man may die, seeing him not, and cast it upon him that he die, and was not his enemy, neither sought his harm, then the congregation shall judge between the slayer and the revenger of blood according to these judgments. And the congregation shall deliver the slayer out of the hand of the revenger of blood, and the congregation shall restore him to the city of his refuge, wherewith he has fled, and he shall abide in it unto the death of the high priest, which was anointed with the holy oil. But if the slayer shall at any time come without the border of the city of his refuge, whither he was fled, and the revenger of blood find him without the borders of the city of his refuge, and the revenger of blood kill the slayer, he shall not be guilty of blood, because he should have remained in the city of his refuge until the death of the high priest. But after the death of the high priest, the slayer shall return unto the land of his possession. So these things shall be for a statute of judgment unto you throughout your generations in all your dwellings. Whoso killeth any person, the murderer shall be put to death by the mouth of witnesses. But one witness shall not testify against any person to cause him to die. Moreover, ye shall take no satisfaction for the life of a murderer, which is guilty of death, but he shall surely be put to death. And ye shall take no satisfaction for him that is fled to the city of his refuge, that he should come again to dwell in the land, until the death of the priest. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein you are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. Defile not therefore the land which ye shall inhabit, wherein I dwell, for I, Yahuwah, dwell among the children of Yasharel, and the chief fathers of the families of the children of Gilead, the son of Machir, the son of Manasseh, and of the families of the son of Joseph, came near and spake before Moshe and before the princes and chief fathers of the children of Yasharel. And they said, Yahuwah commanded my Lord to give the land for an inheritance by lot to the children of Yasharel. And my Lord was commanded by Yahuwah to give the inheritance of Zelophehad, our brothers, unto his daughters. And if they be married to any of the sons of the other tribes of the children of Yasharel, then shall their inheritance be taken from the inheritance of their fathers, and shall be put to the inheritance of the tribe whereunto they are received. So shall it be taken from the lot of our inheritance. And when the jubilee of the children of Yasharel shall be, then shall their inheritance be put into the inheritance of the tribe whereunto they are received. So shall their inheritance be taken away from the inheritance of the tribes of our fathers. And Moshe commanded the children of Yasharel according to the word of Yahuwah, saying, the tribe of the sons of Joseph hath said well. This is the thing which Yahuwah doth command concerning the daughters of Zelophehad, saying, let them marry to whom they think best, only to the family of the tribe of their fathers shall they marry. So shall not the inheritance of the children of Yasharel remove from tribe to tribe. For every one of the children of Yasharel shall keep himself to the inheritance of the tribe of his fathers. And every daughter that possesseth an inheritance in any tribe of the children of Yasharel shall be wife unto one of the family of the tribe of her father, that the children of Yasharel may join every man to the inheritance of his fathers. Neither shall the inheritance remove from one tribe to another tribe, but every one of the tribes of the children of Yasharel shall keep himself to his own inheritance. Even as Yahuwah commanded Moshe, so did the daughters of Zelophehad. For Malat, Izrah, Hoglah, Milcah, and Noah, the daughters of Zelophehad, were married unto their father's brothers' sons. And they were married into the families of the sons of Manasseh, the sons of Joseph, and their inheritance remained in the tribe of the family of their father. These are the commandments and the judgments which Yahuwah commanded by the hand of Moshe unto the children of Yasharel in the plains of Moab by Jordan near Jericho. Isaiah 66. Thus saith Yahuwah, the heaven is my throne, and the earth is my footstool. Where is the house that you build unto me? And where is the place of my rest? For all those things hath mine hand made, and all those things have been, saith Yahuwah. But to this man will I look, even to him that is poor and of a contrite spirit, and trembleth at my word. He that killeth an ox as if he slew a man, he that sacrifices a lamb as if he cut off a dog's neck, and he that offereth an oblation, as if he offered swine's blood. He that burneth incense, as if he blessed an idol. Yea, they have chosen their own ways, and their soul delighteth in their abominations. I also will choose their delusions, and will bring their fears upon them, because when I called, none did answer, and when I spake, they did not hear. But they did evil before mine eyes, and chose that in which I delighted not. Hear the word of Yahuwah, ye that tremble at his word. Your brethren that hated you, that cast you out for my name's sake, said, Let Yahuwah be glorified. But he shall appear to your joy, and they shall be ashamed. A voice of noise from the city, a voice from the temple, a voice of Yahuwah that rendereth recompense to his enemies. Before she travailed, she brought forth. There, before her pain came, she was delivered of a man-child. Who hath heard such a thing? Who hath seen such things? Shall the earth be made to bring forth in one day, or shall a nation be born at once? For as soon as Zion travailed, she brought forth her children. Shall I bring to the birth, and not cause to bring forth, saith Yahuwah? Shall I cause to bring forth, and shut the womb, saith Elohim? Rejoice ye with Jerusalem, and be glad with her, all ye that love her. Rejoice for joy with her, all ye that mourn for her, that ye may suck and be satisfied with the breasts of her consolations, that ye may milk out and be delighted with the abundance of her glory. For thus saith Yahuwah, Behold, I will extend peace to her like a river, and the glory of the Gentiles like a flowing stream. Then ye shall suck, and ye shall be borne upon her sides, and be dandled upon her knees. As one whom his mother comforteth, so I will comfort you, and ye shall be comforted in Jerusalem. And when you see this, your hearts will rejoice, and your bones shall flourish like an herb, and the hand of Yahuwah shall be known toward his servants, and his indignation toward his enemies. For behold, Yahuwah will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire. For by fire and by his sword will Yahuwah plead with all flesh, and the slain of Yahuwah shall be many. They that sanctify themselves and purify themselves in the gardens behind one tree in the midst, eating swine's flesh, and the abomination and the mouse shall be consumed together, saith Yahuwah. For I know their works and their thoughts. It shall come that I will gather all nations and tongues, and they shall come and see my glory. And I will set a sign among them, and I will send those that escape of them unto the nations, to Tarshish, Pul, and Lud, that draw the bow, to Tubal and Yavan, to the isles far off, that have not heard my fame, neither have seen my glory, and they shall declare my glory among the Gentiles. And they shall bring all your brethren for an offering unto Yahuwah out of all the nations, upon horses, and in chariots, and in litters, and upon mules, and upon swift beasts, to my holy mountain Jerusalem, saith Yahuwah, as the children of Yasharel bring an offering in a clean vessel into the house of Yahuwah. And I will also take of them for priests and for Levites, saith Yahuwah. For as the new heavens and the new earth, which I will make, shall remain before me, saith Yahuwah, so shall your seed and your name remain. And it shall come to pass that from one new month to another, and from one Shabbat to another, shall all flesh come to worship before me, saith Yahuwah. And they shall go forth and look upon the carcasses of the men that have transgressed against me, for their worm shall not die, neither shall their fire be quenched, and they shall be an abhorring unto all flesh. Matthew 5:33. Again ye have heard that it hath been said unto them of old time, Thou shalt not forswear thyself, but shalt perform unto Yahuwah thine oaths. But I say unto you, swear not at all, neither by heaven, for it is Elohim's throne, nor by the earth, for it is his footstool, neither by Jerusalem, for it is the city of the great king. Neither shalt thou swear by thy head, because thou cannot make one hair white or black. But let your communication be yea, yea, nay, nay. For whatsoever is more than these cometh of evil. James chapter 4, verse 1. From whence come wars and fightings among you? Come they not hence, even of your lusts that war in your members? You lust, and you have not. You kill, and desire to have, and cannot obtain. You fight and war, yet you have not, because you ask not. You ask and receive not, because you ask amiss, that you may consume it upon your lusts. Ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that friendship with the world is enmity with Elohim? Whosoever therefore will be a friend to the world is the enemy of Elohim. Do you think that the Scripture saith in vain, the Spirit that dwelleth in us lusteth to envy? But he giveth more grace, wherefore he saith, Elohim resisteth the proud, but giveth grace unto the humble. Submit yourselves therefore to Elohim. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you. Draw nigh to Elohim, and he will draw nigh to you. Cleanse your hands, ye sinners, and purify your hearts, ye double-minded. Be afflicted and mourn, and weep. Let your laughter be turned to mourning, and your joy to heaviness. Humble yourselves in the sight of Yahuwah, and he shall lift you up. Speak not evil one of another, brethren. He that speaketh evil of his brother and judgeth his brother speaketh evil of the Torah, and judgeth the Torah. But if thou judgest the Torah, thou art not a doer of the Torah, but a judge. There is one lawgiver, who is able to save and to destroy. Who art thou that judgest another? Thank you so much for joining us. Shabbat Shalom.